What's up?
Hey!
Pre-video ritual. What's up, y'all? I hope you are having an incredible day. Sadly, it's raining today in Texas.
Yeah.
Do you like the rain?
No, it's so sad.
Oh, I can't say. I like the sunshine, the beach, sunshine. But some people really love the rain.
I mean, sometimes when it's pouring, I think it's cool. But if it's just like gross
Maybe like
rain,
before you go to sleep or something.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. Today we are gonna give y'all how many tips? 8 tips. 8 study tips. It's finals week. I've been studying nonstop, going crazy. I know this guy has too. About to finish everything up.
Almost done.
Almost done. This week we're done. So took a little break to give y'all 8 tips. I hope that you enjoy them. Okay, let's go.
Tip number 1. Make sure you have a comfortable place to study. If you're uncomfortable, it's gonna be super distracting. So make sure you have enough space, you're organized, you have enough light, are all the distractions away from you. If you're comfortable, it's easier to study.
And that's been my biggest thing. I need to take your advice more on that one,
Yeah.
because typically my desk is super unorganized, and I'll just kind of like put like, you see what I'm saying? We're not gonna show it, that's embarrassing. So definitely cut the distractions, clean up the desk. As soon as we're done with this video, I'm gonna clean this craziness up here as well. Alright, so this one was really interesting, and when Canyon told me about it, I was like, what the heck, are you serious?
It's weird.
But yeah, before you go in on study mode and you are staring at that notebook for 3-4 hours or whatever, stare at a wall for 3 minutes. That's what research says. Stare at a wall for 3 minutes. I guess it's maybe meditative. Whatever it is, it kind of, I guess, gets you into that zone, that focus, that kind of peace of mind. That definitely helps. We took notes. Bonus tip, take good notes.
I need to do that.
I need to do that.
Okay, so this one might be a little challenging and seem counterproductive, because when I first learned about this tip, I was like, what the heck? Study right before you go to sleep. Don't and don't try to pull an all-nighter, because that's terrible for you.
Oh, I did that too many times. Did you ever do an all-nighter?
Oh, no.
I
can't even do it.
I did those a couple times. I'm a junior in college now, but like freshman, sophomore year, I'd pull all-nighters with my friends.
Never did
the worst idea ever. I should have listened to Canyon.
Can't even stay up that good, but I can't stay up that long.
Gosh, man, and I would drink so much coffee, and it was so bad. And then I get to the test. Okay, one time I stayed up all night, and then, like an idiot, I was like, I'm just gonna get 2 hours of sleep before I go. Right? Like, I'm just tired, like, let me just nap for like 2 hours. Guess what? Your boy slept for like 6 hours, completely missed the test. Like, I'm running out, like, zipping my pants up, like, running out the door, like, just hauling it, man. So anyway,
Study right before dozing off.
Study right before hitting the hay. What's
the
best way to say go to sleep? Study right before catching some Z's.
Catching some Z's.
What's the worst one? Let's see.
Hitting the hay.
Hitting the hay's pretty bad.
Counting sheep.
Counting sheep.
Oh, I don't know.
Dozing off.
Dozing off. No. Taking a fat nap.
Taking a fat nap. Okay, so the next tip is to move around. Move your body. Don't just be sitting in the same place for 3 hours. Do one of these, you know what I'm saying? What was this called?
Oh, the wobble.
Was this the wobble?
Yeah, wobble.
Hey. Research suggests when you move your body, when you exercise regularly, you're gonna retain the information that you're studying way faster, way more productively. Typically, cardiovascular exercise is much better than typical weight training for memory retention. Here, I'll tell you what I do. So right now, while I'm studying, I'll study for about 40 minutes, and then I'll go out and I'll run around my complex a couple times, and then I'll come back, study for another 40 minutes, and I'll run around the complex. That's typically what I do. Even when I'm working or doing different things, I'm always trying to incorporate exercise in. Otherwise, dude, I just go crazy. Like, I get super antsy, you know?
Something I like to do, if I'm like have to just memorize a bunch of stuff, I'll just pace back and forth in my room while I'm reading like a list to memorize.
Yeah,
and just telling it to myself.
Same.
So like pacing is really good too.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Anyway, guys, just get up, move around, get your body moving. Don't just be sitting in the same place. And I really think that's going to help you guys with memory and retention. And it's going to help you guys do better on those tests and those finals. So.
Another good tip. Jam out to some tunes, man. Music has been proven to reduce stress, especially classical music. But if classical is not your thing, make a soundtrack for your homework. Make that biology note soundtrack.
Hey now, I tried classical music. I mean, that's what research says is the best. I just can't do it. All right, sorry about that. Camera cut off. Mom called. When mom calls, you have to answer.
You do have to answer when mom calls.
All right, where were we? Music?
So you definitely want to be able to jam out to some music when you're doing it. Maybe it doesn't have to be like super loud and don't jam out too hard because then you'll be distracted from your work. But definitely have some sort of playlist. Yeah, somebody just fell.
I think the dogs just kicked something over there.
Yeah, definitely have a playlist for studying your notes if you want to do different types of music for different types of notes, or you just one kind of music you want to use when you're studying. Like, go for it. I mean.
Yeah, something that I do too is I'll put on instrumentals.
Yeah.
So I'll put on like R&B, just some nice chords, get some nice chords going there, throw on some R&B instrumental, and I'll just go to town on that business ethics. I'll go to town on that paper. So the next tip is to take breaks.
Yes.
And you know, it might seem counterproductive. Take breaks, what? You should be spending as much time as possible during finals week, but research says opposite. Research actually says frequent breaks are a must for retention up here in the noggin. And we kind of touched on that in exercise, right? When I was saying I'll study for 40 minutes and then I'll go and run for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So that can be important. You know, do whatever would be fun for you to do on the break. But one thing I would say is try to stay away from the technology, especially if you've been on the computer, if you're writing, or if, you know, part of your studying has to do with technology or a screen or a phone. Do something different. Like, let your mind rest. Get away from the radiation.
Yeah, man.
Get outside and do something completely different. Let your mind rest and then come back to it. And you'll be ready to tackle the rest of your studies. So again, I would say frequent breaks. Do you take breaks?
Oh yeah, man. I'll eat a snack actually, which brings us to our next tip.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, what a transition.
Take snack breaks. Eat food. I mean, your brain needs food, right? And definitely eat healthy food. Stay away from the junk food.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not going to help you at all.
Juice up, get a cucumber, get some carrots, get an apple, throw that in the juicer, you're good to go. All right, next one. Last one. We'll say the last one together. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hydrate.
Final tip.
Yeah, this has been one of my biggest problems because I love coffee. And coffee, dehydrates the body. They say it's important to drink at least 2 cups of water for every cup of coffee. I personally would say more like drink 4 cups of water for every cup of coffee because hydration is so important for the brain, for the body. When you are studying, have a nice big glass of water right by you. Same with in tests. Now I've always had trouble because then I have to pee. It's like, if, you know what I mean? In tests, they say like bring a bottle of water, but then then I'm like, ooh, water, prehydrate, but pee it out before you get into the test.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that you can take something from that. Huge shout out to Canyon for putting those together. Those are some awesome tips. I think the one that was most interesting to me was stare at a wall for 5 minutes and then actually like research back that up.
Yeah, it's interesting, huh?
Someone gonna scare us?
So, dude.
Julian, what's your study tip?
Get good rest. Don't procrastinate.
Did you ever pull an all-nighter?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, me too. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. As always, we'll see you in the next one. Make sure to follow Canyon. I'll have all of his socials down below.
Woo!
And I am gonna get back to studying. Much love. I'll see y'all
Good luck
in
on
the
y'all's
next
test.
video. Good luck. Peace.